Well, g'day and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm in an overnight camp at this little spot that I haven't ever camped at before. There's a nice little river running through here, full access to it. With a couple of goat friends over there, if you'll see them. Carrying on a right treat a minute ago while I was setting up. Yeah, looking forward to falling asleep, listening to this little river do its thing. So this is my setup. I'm going to put up a tarp tonight. There's like a 30% chance of a shower for an hour and a half or something, so I thought I'd risk it. I don't know whether we're going to get much of a dew tonight, so I thought I'd just go with just the swag tonight. If worst comes to worst, I can probably just put it up pretty quick, but probably won't need it. Yeah, got a little platform here, which is nice. Got a fire pit ready to go. Sit in my chair. And yeah, got my swag, so I'm all set. It's pretty warm tonight. Don't think I'm going to need too much in the way of blankets and things, but we'll see how we go. Not at all happy about that bit of plastic. Right there, God only knows how that blew in. I have to go and get rid of that. Like, we are literally out in the middle of nowhere, so not sure how a bit of plastic got here, but anyway. If I just pan around, you can see the river. If you look carefully, you'll see the little wild goats over the other side. Been entertaining me ever since I've been here. Yeah, but we'll go down the river and have a look a bit later.
Some say love is a winding road, carves a map through the darkest night. Some say love takes a heavy load, helps someone make the burden light, teaches you not to hold too tight. You and I have come a long way together. You and I got a long way to go.
Pretty peaceful. My little goat friend hasn't left me. Probably have him all night, actually. There's about 20 of them, or 25 or so I've counted the most at any one time. There's 2 floating around at the moment. I just hear some more up the hill behind me. I don't know what this one's doing. He's just hanging out on that rock. He's been there all afternoon. Pretty nice way to spend the afternoon. Seriously, how pretty is this spot? Absolutely magnificent. Love it here. First time I've got to sleep here, and I'm really looking forward to falling asleep, listening to the water cascade down over those rocks. Last time I came here and I was planning to sleep, it was after a big storm, after a lot of rain, and it was absolutely belting down through here, and you couldn't even hear yourself. But it's much more tranquil today, just trickling down. Yeah, well, welcome to this river camp. First time I've been here, which is great. Finally got a chance to get down here. Last time I came here, as I was saying, there was a big storm come through the couple of days before, and all the water was absolutely flying through here, and it was making a hell of a noise, so I couldn't even hear myself think, so there was no way I was going to sleep. So I packed up and went back to Camp Fatso, and then a couple of weeks before Christmas I came out here, and I got thwarted by a tree. Big tree had fallen across the road, so I couldn't get down here. But I've since bought a chainsaw and cleaned that up, and now finally got down here. So yeah, down to the river. Anyway, first things first, I'm gonna cut up some firewood and maybe put on the billy and make a coffee. I'm a bit parched. I had a good drink of water a minute ago, but still pretty thirsty. So yeah, I'm gonna get some firewood cut up and maybe get the fire going. What's the time? It's nearly 5 o'clock. So I've got another 3 hours of light, I guess. So plenty of time. I'm gonna cook on the open stove tonight. I bought a steak and some salad. So I'll get the fire going a bit later and get some coals, get the grill out, and away I go. I'll check in a bit later. Big wedgie, big wedge-tailed eagle just up there. Saw a big one when I was coming in, just flying straight above the road. There's a lot of rabbits around this summer, so the wedge-tailed eagles are big and they're fat. There's his partner, they're both up there now. I'll grab a photo of him. Or maybe not. Just as I stood up, a big gust of wind came and off they went. Pretty majestic. They're massively huge birds. Like they're got like a 2-meter wingspan. Yeah, up close. Pretty awesome. That's the stuff. Oh yeah. One of the things you never get told when you go camping is that you always have to forfeit a pair of socks. Like seriously, you just never come good. I do have some gaiters. I just hate wearing them. So I try to put them on at the last second, and by the time I get around to it, of course, socks are full of grass seeds and you never get rid of them. Anyway, price you pay, I guess. Small price. Jets. Yeah, you come out for a bit of peace and quiet, and you're right under the flight path for the Canberra to Melbourne jets. About once every sort of 20 minutes around this time of day. Beautiful day today, like brilliant sun. I was out, went for a nice walk and went and had coffee with a mate, and it was a great morning, and I thought, beautiful day to go camping. That's why I didn't put the tarp up or anything. And when I checked the weather for this area, there was like a 10% chance of rain for 1 hour about this time of day. And yeah, since I've been sitting here making my coffee and having an apple and stuff, clouds are rolled in. So wondering if that 10% might actually come to pass. Yeah, goats are pretty impressive. I don't know how he's done it, but that little black goat that was over the other side of the river is now just on this side of the river. So must be somewhere further up that way where those rocks are. I think they can scramble across. Anyway, he's just down there. I'm going to have a look. There he is. Goats are awesome. I love goats. These are wild goats though, so they've got a bit of a stink up about them, but domestic goats are awesome. Like I can sit and watch goat YouTube videos for hours. There's this really good one. I don't know whether I might try and find it and put a link down the bottom. It's these goats climbing up a damn wall to get this lichen or moss or something or other. Absolutely insane. Pretty cool. A friend of mine's got goats. They breed the goats in with their rectangular eyeballs, pupils. Pretty weird. But good fun to watch. Nothing better than eucalyptus leaves burning. I'll get some coals going because I've got a steak to cook and I need a good bed of coals to cook them up. Pretty cool, all this, I think it's limestone, but it's all breaks off into, you know, perfectly flat little stones. It's great. Got tables everywhere. Pretty cool. Tell you what, it's nice not having to deal with wet wood, worrying about your fire going out. Mind you, it's like 24 degrees. It's not cold. I don't need a fire, but yeah, I do want to cook and I do want to eat. Well, for dinner tonight, got a couple of ribeye fillet steaks. Doing it pretty tough tonight. Whew, sounds good. Whew, looking good. Okay, I just got a Greek salad. I'll spare you the preparing of that as soon as how it came out of a container. Find my oregano. There it is. Lovely. A lot of food here. Probably only needed one steak, but anyway. So there we go. Yeah, what's not to like about camping, eh? My wife and kids are having pre-packaged ravioli. Sorry about that. Couple of spots of rain. Whew. I'll let that fire die down. I'm not going to need that anymore. Never been to Greece, but I'd go there just for their salads. That's it, I think I'm done. Yes, cast iron fry pan's a bit of a pain in the butt to clean up, but cooks a good steak. Yow, hot. But I'll get most of it off and then give it a good clean and oil it up again tomorrow when I get home. So yeah. Whew. Anyway, I'm going to make a cup of tea and start to wind into the evening. Still a few drops of rain landing on me. Hope it doesn't get any more serious than it is. Milk. Yeah, good cup of tea. Despite it being a tea bag. Well, got a few raindrops coming down. It's not looking like it's going to rain properly though, so thought I'd give you a bit of an update. I've had a bit of a change in my world. Just before Christmas, I think it was about September, October, something like that, I applied for a new job. And just before I went on leave, just before I went up to Foster, I think it was the last day, maybe 2 days before I headed off, I found out I was successful. So I gave my notice and gave 5 weeks notice, and that 5 weeks notice ended last Friday. So this is basically a week of me being unemployed. Start my new job on Monday. So that's pretty cool. Shouldn't really impact my ability to go camping and stuff like that. I never really, I do all this on weekends, and in the evening I sort of allocate some time each night to have a bit of a play while everyone else is sort of doing their thing around our house. And so I don't think it'll impact me, but you know, new jobs are always a big learning curve, so there might be a fair bit of time after hours doing some study and some learning, and it's probably a lot of training and stuff like that I'm going to have to do. So I might bite into my time a little bit, so I won't be able to get out as often maybe, but hopefully it won't impact too much. But yeah, pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. Impatient, in fact. Yeah, 5 weeks is a long time to give notice, and 6 weeks is a long time before you start a job. So feels like a million years ago that this all started. But God, these little bugs are everywhere. Bloody shoot. But yeah, so yeah, start on Monday. Well, pretty good. I've met the team. I've met the people I'll be working with, which is good. They all look pretty cool, and yeah, not a big organisation, but another not-for-profit in the health sector. So pretty happy about that. Right where I want to be, looking after other people, being part of the community, and giving back. But this week, I get to chill. Come out here and do nothing for a little bit. Still piping hot. Yeah, so that's it. Bit of news. I'm excited. I'll be sure and keep you up to date on how it all plays out. But for now, I'm gonna go for a wander down, sit by the river maybe, just chill. Wait for the sun to go down, and then I'm gonna probably curl up in the swag, read for a bit, say goodbye to, what day is it? Don't even know what day it is. I think it's Tuesday. Say goodbye to Tuesday and see what Wednesday has to offer. I'm sure you can see him, but there's a wombat on the other side of the bank there, on the other side of the river. He was just going down to have a drink. There he is. Popped his head out. See if we can get down there a bit closer. He's coming down to get a drink maybe. He's a big boy. Or girl. I tell you, it's pretty bloody good here. Like, this is drizzly rain. It's not a breath of wind. Got this beautiful little river. Beach on the other side. These awesome little rock formations all the way through. And then back up. This little waterfall that comes down. I'll investigate that tomorrow. Go and have a walk up there if I can. See what it's all about. Maybe the sun will be out. Anyway, let's get back to our wombat. His little butt is going into that scrub. I think he's about to head off on the rest of his little wombat adventure. Well, good morning. It's about 6:15. Woke up about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes ago, I guess, and just been watching the sun come up. There's a bit of haze out over the river, which is always nice, and the snow gums over there. The white trunks gleaming in the sun, or through the mist at least. Yeah, had a pretty disrupted sleep actually. I don't know why. I woke up a couple of times. Got up at 3 o'clock and there was stars everywhere, which was pretty cool. But earlier, a bit earlier than that, there was a bit more rain. So it was about maybe 11, something like that. There's some more rain, but only a few drops, but enough to make me, move my boots. That haze will burn off pretty quick, I would imagine. It's going to be a nice sunny day today. So I might get up, knock up a coffee, see what the day has in store for me. Superb fairy wrens in the little bushes down there. Pretty cool, bright blue. Now that I've got my coffee, I can think straight. I'm gonna go down the river and have a scramble around on those rocks for a little while. See what I can see how far up the river I can get. It's pretty impenetrable, that bush that way, so you can't sort of get up there unless you're on the river. So I'm gonna go see if I can scramble up the rocks a bit. But anyway, that's the plan. This fog's burning off pretty quick, which is good. So I'm gonna chill out, finish my coffee. Might pack the camp up, then go for a wander up and have a look at the river.